Thank you. Welcome to our, what we're calling our 30-year reunion with Fly By Night. And I was going to practice this monologue, but it's not working. So we'll just ad-lib. It's really nice to see everybody. I, for one, am excited. Annie's running around meeting people, introducing them, reminding me of who these people's names are, and I'm doing the same. And it's so nice to see everybody here. And who was it? Frank and Dean Newberry and Frank Brierson. Brierson, yeah, there you are, right there. Dean Newberry and Frank Brierson from the Catalyst, old bartenders from the Catalyst. They came up just now and they said to me, you know, Beans, both of those guys started working the same night and Fly By Night was playing. Whatever that's worth. But I thought that was pretty nice. Way to remember. We got together 40 years ago, 1974, January. I was living with my folks. I was 22 years old, lived in Castro Valley, California. And I had met some of these guys that pulled up in a blue Ford van. And Annie and Pat I just met, but I met Gary and Jimmy Norris and that before. And they said, we want you in our band. And they said, we'll be in San Luis Obispo. And I scraped up the money for a bus ride to San Luis Obispo. And we were together for the next 4 years. Within that 4 years, 1974 to 78, the Salinas boy Larry Hosford picked us up, and we did 2 albums with him on Shelter Records, and we were proud of it. And but we didn't want to be a backup band. We really wanted to pursue our own music, and we still are. And then it was a little tough in those days. There was no making your own CD and packaging it and all that, and you know, it was tough. And we had a manager in L.A. who was trying to do it for us. We were one of his first bands. He was a young cat named Gary Borman. And he went on to discover Faith Hill, Lady Antebellum, Keith Urban, and he now manages James Taylor. So one of us did something with themselves. You know, so we're really proud of that, Gary. We wish he could make it, but he was busy. Of course. I should have been a manager. You know, so we used to travel up and down the California coast. I can't leave out the fact that we got together several years later, one by one. First, Pat went with Lacey J. Dalton, and then one by one, she gathered us all up in it. For about 4 years there, we were all back together with John Fitzgerald as the Dalton Gang. So. Up and down the California coast. And most of our songs are about love, won, and lost, and you'll see that in the next hour or so, the songs that we have in common and how we all write. Okay. So I used to have a band. I had them for a 4-year span. And when we had a gig, I'd pile them in a blue Ford van. We'd drive around the stage, and we'd drive across the Golden Gate. And when we had a show, we never ever showed up late. We'd go to Santa Rosa, we'd go to Mendocino, we travel off to Fresno, Bakersfield, and Reno. We traveled to and fro. Ah, yes, but that was long ago. I used to have a band, but now I am a solo show. We'd pick some country tunes, and we'd rock around the old bar room. And when we took a break, we couldn't take it none too soon. We drink a lot of drinks, we smoke a lot of smokes, and tell a lot of jokes, and everyone would go home broke. We'd go to Salinas, we'd go to San Francisco, San Jose, Monterey, Morro Bay, San Luis Obispo. I used to have a band, and I had them for a 4-year span, but that was long ago, and now I am a solo show. More dough, you know, when you are a solo show. And how about that? Sunny day, getting hot. Let's go down to the river, find us a shady spot. Say, hey baby, I think I feel a rendezvous. Got my drink, cigarettes. Better than this, I'm not sure it gets. But with you here, baby, you make an old man feel new. Now I don't claim to be a perfect man. I don't have all the money in the world to spend, but you ain't got nothing if you ain't got a friend. Just ain't nothing like a friend. You and me holding hands, it'd take a hurricane to change my plans. Say, hey baby, you make some perfect company. We got time to reminisce. Just need to find the time to steal one kiss. With you here, baby, you're everything a man could need. Now wise men say only fools rush in. Come what may, maybe we can change that trend. 'Cause you ain't got nothing if you ain't got a friend. Just ain't nothing like a friend. Now, babe, if it'll ease your mind to know you're much more than just a friend of mine. Sunny day, getting hot. Let's go down to the river, find us a shady spot. Baby, I can see me next to you. I don't mean to cramp your style, but I do hope that you can stay a while and say just maybe we can spend the night there too. Now I believe, and I'll say again, as sure as I'm sure that the day will end, that you ain't got nothing, that you ain't got a friend. Just ain't nothing like a friend. Here's my latest. US Highway 101 heads north from East LA. And that road is shared both love, gone right and wrong along the way. Far beyond the Golden Gate and the Mendocino coast, I met up with one love affair that still haunts my soul the most. She was barely 21 so I must have been about 24. With a broke-down van on her daddy's land, he offered me their floor. He said I could stay a while and had no reason to complain. I fell in love with this girl on Fickle Hill in the Humboldt County rain. Now riding down the 101, I can still see her smile. Never crossed my mind, not once, that it would last more than a while. For I was born the rambling kind, and I rode like a southbound train. And I had no plans of staying in the Humboldt County rain. How the wayward wind would blow me, my heart would surely go. No rain, no chains, no one could ever hold me. And why I never stayed, that old road only knows. We both knew it from the start, that the day would surely come. My heart would always follow the beat of a gypsy drum. With the highway out there calling me, I heard a whisper of my name. Came the night I left her standing in the Humboldt County rain. 101, you're a friend of mine, I haven't seen you in a while. Do you remember me? I remember every mile. The truck stops and honky-tonks, the heartaches and the pain, and the one I left to standing in the Humboldt County rain.
So this is a song for you, little bird. Who will take care of my little bird while she is out of my sight? Who will fly close beside her, show her the way, yet let her rejoice in her flight? Wild as the wind on the meadowlands, swift as a swallow in spring, she'll chatter like sparrows, enjoying her bath, then laugh as the sun warms her wings. Farther and farther she's flying now, soon she'll be out of my sight. And teacher, oh teacher, I'm trusting you with her heart and her mind and her soul and her life. Who will take care of my little bird? So anyway, I wrote this song for Mom. This is for you, Penelope Peck Hughes. Battered and tattered and way out of style, scuffed up and down at the heel, When I have these old slippers strapped onto my feet, I can't tell you the magic I feel. Mama danced in these shoes. She tripped lightly past her troubles. She sailed high above her sorrows, till the dawn set her down. Mama danced in these shoes. And I smile when I remember how they once set her free. She had wings on her feet when Mama danced in these shoes. When the baby took sick, when the money ran low, when everything filled her with doubt, when it seemed like her life was just too much to bear, she took the only way out. Mama danced in these shoes. She tripped lightly past her troubles. She sailed high above her sorrows, till the dawn set her down. Mama danced in these shoes. And I smile when I remember how they once set her free. She had wings on her feet when Mama danced in these shoes. Thank you.
I want to tell you personally what a wonderful thing it is that have these 5 people together. We also want to send a special thanks out to some people that have been the glue behind the scenes for years. Alan Goldwater at Magic Sound always recorded us and always ran us sound so wonderfully. He's helping out tonight. Emmanuel, thank you for the accommodation and working with us, and everything is sounding really super. We love your club. And Roger Buffalo and Jenna Scrimo and Greg Arrufat, who's helping with a video of tonight. Maybe get onto YouTube or something. Anybody can be a star these days. YouTube.
Even us.
Even us. Even the Fossil Parade can trot out there and yeah, but you know what? I'm looking out here and I'm standing in tall cotton, so I'm okay. We're all the same, on the same page. We came from the same chunk of time together, and we appreciate you coming out and being with us tonight.
We lost a wonderful songwriter and singer. We lost a couple, but this one is Phil Everly, and this is a song he wrote. So we'd like to dedicate this to everybody.
Stay around you, and so I beg you, let it be me. Don't take this heaven from one, if you must cling to someone now and forever. Without your sweet love, what would my life be? So never leave me lonely. Tell me you love
Thank you.
Thank you. Going to turn you over to Hub now, also known as Pat Hubbard. Since
When I played with Lacey Dalton in the Dalton Gang, I wrote some songs with a guy who was a great friend of mine, John Fitzgerald, and I have lost touch with him. If anyone knows John Fitzgerald, come up to me after the show and let me know. I'd love to see him again or know what he's doing. This is called Casey. Casey was an old drinking buddy of mine. You never saw an old man hold his wine. He'd drink you beneath the table and still walk a mighty straight line. Had a way of looking through a man standing round the fire in the garbage can. And when the evening bell from the mission rang, we'd pass around the bottle and listen while he sang. I know in heaven they got boxcars made of gold. They take bums for one last ride when we get old. Sweet Lord, if you hear my prayer, when you let that whistle blow, let me go on a boxcar made of gold. Casey was a poet, king of the street, 'cause he had words to conjure a rainbow over a junkyard paradise for all the bums to see. Then he hear the whistle blowing low, give you a wink, I told you so. And when he closed his eyes, he was free. Away into the darkness, he'd sing to you and me. I know in heaven they got boxcars made of gold. They take bums for one last ride when we get old. Sweet Lord, if you hear my prayer, when you let that whistle blow, let me go on a boxcar made of gold. Casey was an old drinking buddy of mine. He never saw an old man hold his wine. Never stopped to think he might be getting near his time. They find him lying down in the street, but there was angels at his feet. Well, I guess he heard the whistle blow. I guess he's up there on a boxcar made of gold. He's on a boxcar made of gold. Let me go on a boxcar made of gold when I go. Thank you. Janie, she was fine. She was a friend of mine who told me I could love her if I'd like to. Way back up in the hills, behind the barley mills, the sky's still blue. If it weren't for you, I'd go. Big moon on the rise, nighttime in the skies. The sun is gone into the ocean deep. Got me dreaming about a girl who promised me the world. If I don't get home, I'll never get no sleep. Should just leave this town today. I got no wish to stay, but no one wants a minstrel without money. Janie, she was fine. She was a friend of mine. She told me I could love her and I'd like to. Way back up in the hills, behind the barley mills, the sky's still blue. If it weren't for you, I'd go. Yes, I would go. Won't you scratch my itch, sweet Annie Rich, and welcome me back to town? Come out on the porch or step into your parlor, and I'll tell you how it all went down. Out with the truckers and the kickers and the cowboy angels, and a good saloon in every single town. Oh, but I remember something you once told me, and I'll be damned if it did not come true. 20,000 roads I went down, 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 and they all led me straight back home to you. I was headed west to grow up with the country, across those prairies with those waves of grain. And I saw my devil, and I saw my deep blue sea, and I thought about a Calico Bonnie from Cheyenne to Tennessee. We flew straight across that river bridge last night at 2:30. Switchman waved his lantern goodbye and good day as we went rolling through. Billboards and truck stops passed by the grievous angel. Well, now I know just what I have to do. And the man on the radio won't leave me alone. He wants to take my money for something that I've never been shown. And I saw my devil, and I saw my deep blue sea, and I thought about a Calico Bonnie from Cheyenne to Tennessee. The news I could bring, I met up with
on his head an amphetamine crown. Talked us about unbuckling that old Bible belt and lighted out for some desert town. Out with the truckers and the kickers and the cowboy angels, and a good saloon in every single town. Oh, but I remember something you once told me, and I'll be damned if it did not come true. 20,000 roads I went down, 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 and they all led me straight back home to you. 20,000 roads I went down, 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 and they all led me straight back home to you. Thank you. All right, we're going to take a few minutes and then the whole band is going to be here. Thank you.